by the time I went to meet up with Judy, I just realized that the possibilities are endless for this work. And so that's really my mind mirror story. We did this interview a few weeks ago for me talking about some of the subjects that are most important to me in life. And it is about, you know, about what our relationship with music and with our brain waves, and riding the wave as opposed to making the wave happen. And so that's why why I guess we're here today, to explore some of these ideas as we look into our brain waves.
And when I tried sound healing just by reading a book by Jonathan Goldman, which is called Healing Sounds, and in that book he explains how to sing overtones, which is singing two notes at the same time. So that was very exciting for me, actually more as a musician and kind of a spiritual evangelist, but I didn't really think that would have such a healing potential. But then when I tried and I found that I actually could make those sounds, that was very exciting, and that led me to research more into this whole toning and using sound to heal, basically. And all I can say for now is that it's really had a very positive influence on my life. I really, really like this as a modality. I feel that it's very natural and easy and comfortable, and can, at least for myself and in my life, it gives me great relief and pleasure. And I get, like, you get immediate relief and relaxation on the one hand, but you have changes that are deeper and not immediately apparent, but kind of reveal themselves to you as the days go on. That's my experience. So I can say that since I'm doing this in the last couple of months, actually, like tangibly, physically speaking, a lot has changed in my life. So I hope today, in the very short time that I could allow you to experience this very, very simple way to alter your reality by using your voice, which is always available to you. You don't need any instruments, no need to buy anything. You can do it anywhere, anytime, never fails, and it's just extremely satisfying and healing in my experience. There's the actual practice of toning, which is basically another way of saying that we're going to be giving our bodies a tonal massage. So we're going to be using different frequencies, and we're going to kind of scan the body with our frequencies that we emit. And we're going to do that with our eyes closed. We're going to tune into our body, and we're going to make sound in a specific way. And as we're tuned into our bodies and making these sounds, what I hope we could experience is that the body will tell us what is needed. For example, if there's pain, then there will be a tone that kind of relieves that pain, just kind of resonates with it and relieves it. So we're gonna stick with that tone. We're gonna tone on that sound for a while. That's the very basic idea.
Well, I really feel energy moving in my body that wasn't moving before. It's kind of amazing to do such a small thing to get such a big effect.
I'm feeling a parasympathetic response where I'm having tears appear.
Well, what I really resonate with is this finding what you talked about, ringing your bell, finding these sounds that are really central ones for our own being. You know, that it's somehow releases us. That's where my point of resonance is in that.
Always alpha, it's kind of switches on, I don't know, probably sound switches on your alpha, and it's more like it's inner thing and it's an outer thing. So it's sound from you going back into your ears and back into your body, and it's kind of this whole resonance and energy circulation happening. That's what maybe you called like a bell ringing. Yeah, that's what it is, I think. And then I also found that as soon as you start toning, and especially it's like when you go down, it's like, you know, when you're counting backwards, it's always very relaxing, right, and calming to your mind. So I found that like when you're going from like ew, you go down, it feels very grounding. It does. It's very grounding and very centering. So it stops your mind from wandering around. It's like that central pole and draws all attention in, all attention to your own voice, all attention to this sound. So, and yeah, I'd like to experiment more and feel what you know, my resonant sound is.
We were having sound healing, and it was in some caves in the north of Mexico City. And we went inside these caverns, these grottos, and we did sound healing inside the grottos. And he said that all of the ruins, like Machu Picchu and Tikal and Mayan and Aztec ruins, all have these little square cubicles inside the rock walls. And that the architects, I mean, the archaeological experts say, oh, that was little shelves to put their stuff in or their deities or whatever. He said, no, those are sound healing cubicles. They would put their head inside a box like this and tone. So if you just have any cardboard box, you put your head in it and you do that, and the resonant frequencies just burrow into your skull, and they vibrate in such a way that you can find the frequency that really resonates, and it takes you into an instant altered state. You start seeing things and having clairvoyance and audio types of like messages come through.
May I just add to that is I've heard that the Pyramid of Giza is also a resonating chamber, as is the human body for that toning. But that also that was a rite of initiation, that those guys who had done all their shamanic and spiritual studies were initiated there, and that inside of that resonating chamber, that's when the body, the soul was loosened from the body, and they did all their soul travel and see what's going on in the outside world. And then if they could come back and report it, well, then they were initiated.